peace, O God of my salvation, because the mouth of the wicked and of the sinful is open. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Out of him foot dread, and the man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. You know hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside and rob and cheat and oppress the poor. May God, what a sin thing. I have been get throw one stone, and it bring a bad feelings to all wicked men. What a plot, Bingy man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feelings to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red eye. How they want to see the days when them can send out Rasta, can't send I out, I send out Babylon. Pinky man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. What? Pinky man a throw one stone, and it bring a bad feelings to all wicked men. Things change, my friend. The table is turned, my friend. And you will have to live and learn and do fret. President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one! Pinky man we throw one stone, and it bring up bad feelings in Africa. Pinky man we throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling in a European land. You have eyes to see, let him see. You have ears to hear, let him hear. What the prophet of the land say. Truthful one throw one stone, and it brings up bad feelings to all wicked, yeah. The truthful one them throw one stone, and
Greetings and salutations of peace. This is your brother the Rastafari, Aiktol Ayman I, Editor-in-Chief of the Underground News Network, an endeavor of the Rastafari movement. By the way, this message was received at the closing of the holy month of Ramadan 2011, during the night of power. You are now in tune on the one, the force itself. At this time we call it the Master Blaster Jamming. To the peaceful ones, Hopi Nation, basically, and to all the indigenous people upon orb ship Earth, expressly designed for the continent of North America. Your stories are bits and pieces of the world story, like all cultures of antiquity. You are a proud people, like all people, and unlike some traditionally, as much as possible, you kept your sacred rights intact. You stayed true to the covenant you made with the Creator. You were given sacred gifts of divining. You were taught the language of the birds. Your elders were given the ability to interpret the sacred stone tablets. You were given the gift to see the future. The gods showed you through your sacred objects the future. This future, this same wisdom was given to many cultures around the globe in many different ways. What makes your story unique is that your homeland is here in North America, USA. You emerged in the sacred spot, taken and held to many degrees of captivity by the great powers of Europe. Let us now, in the end, face these facts. We know that all wisdom upon orb ship Earth come from Anunnaki. Anunnaki. We speak of stone tablets, sacred wisdom. Let us look at the guardian of all messages written and coded in stone. We will see a most helpful sign, the holy cat of Egypt, called Sphinx. His face is of the black man. Surah 51, Holy Quran, the scatterers, lateral base, 4 sides, Great Pyramid, 51 degrees. These black men scattered monuments throughout the world. We see many faces of the black men. These black men are the givers of world religions. These are the galactic travelers, some known as Olmec Maya, some known in Cambodia as Anaga. These men are one. These are the same black men who gave the sacred stone tablets to the clans. I represent these men. I'm a black man. Protocol had to be established because the white man has turned all the peoples of wisdom of the world against the black man. He is viewed in America as having no value other than a slave. I come to clear up this mystery, not even understood by the keepers of these mysteries. Simple facts are overlooked because we have all been made to be biased against the other by the white man who have always lied to you. The red men have history of being too trustful to the white man. This fact cannot be denied. At this point, Mother Earth, Mother Nature is our weapon, and we are so peaceful and naive we don't use it and save ourselves. Listen close to the voice of the Rastaman, for it is the voice of wisdom concerning the Hopi prophecy of Blue Star Kachina. It is said by the Hopi elders, and it has been handed down in the sacred tradition of the people, that time is not far off. It will come when Blue Star Kachina dances in the plaza and removes his mask. He represents the blue star, far off and yet invisible, which will make its appearance soon. This is the Hopi prophecy of yore. Some Hopi spokespersons, and I have read, suggest that Hellbop was the blue star. The time is foretold by song, it is said. I have found through my research it was written, the time is foretold by song, sung during a ceremony. It was sung in the year 1914, just before World War I, and again in 1940, before World War II, describing the disunity, corruption, and hatred contaminating Hopi rituals, which were followed by the same evils spreading over the world. This same song was sung in 1961 during that ceremony. Boom Uchim. The Hopi name for the blue star, Kachina, listen closely. There's a natural mystic blowing in the air. The Hopi name for blue star Kachina is Sirius, the Egyptian dog star. Sirius appears blue-white in color. It is the brightest star in our sky after the sun, and can easily be seen in the winter months in the northern hemisphere. When looking at the constellation Orion, locate Orion's belt, which are the three bright stars in a row. Follow an imaginary line through these stars to Sirius, which is just above the horizon. The Hopi say there's a companion with the blue star, Kachina, a twin, they say. The appearance of the twins, the Hopi prophecy says, the appearance of the twins begins a period of 7 years. He says, the Hopi prophecy says, the appearance of the twins begins a period of 7 years, will be our final opportunity to change our ways. Everything we experience is all a matter of choice, it was said in the Hopi prophecies. Listen close that you learn. The appearance, says the Hopi, of the twins began a period of 7 years, will be our final opportunity to change our ways. Everything we experience is all a matter of choice. Note, the last Sigu feast of the Dogon was in 1967, a 23-year, 1967 was a 23-year when you do it numerologically. And that ceremony lasted for 7 years. It ended in 1974. Okay, the appearance of the twins began a period of 7 years. Will be, okay, the 7 years. It happened in 1967. Okay, so in the year 2012, the blue star Kachina will have appeared for 45 years already. I want you to hold tight. We'll be right back. We're going to wrap this part B.
God of my salvation.
Now, the appearance, the Hopi prophecy says, the appearance of the twins begins a period of 7 years. So in 1967, or 23 years, the number 23 resonates with the star series. That ceremony lasted for 7 years. We're going to make it plain. The appearance of the twins began a period of 7 years. In 1967 was the last feast, the last Dogon feast. Stay tuned. You are now in tune, on the one, the force itself. At this time, we call it the Master Blaster Jam, and hold tight that you learn.